Put the fittings onto that, come with it. Little filter, the nut and an olive. So obviously goes into that end. Okay, that's good. Now the service valve, remember these have got a direction arrow. Make sure the arrow is pointing to where you want the water to go, not where it's coming from. And the screw head facing the most convenient place to turn it on and off. There's not much point putting the screw head at the back when you're going to turn it off. That was convenient. Now then, with it being chrome, do not rely on these gripping that pipe. It will not. It needs the copper to dig into. The pins in there are not hard enough to do it. You might get away with it if everything's in a tight place and you've got pressure on the plastic pipe. But I wouldn't trust it. What you want to do is just sand off the edge. With anything, just sand the disc until you get it back down to the copper and then push it in. But only need enough, you don't want to see it, just enough to go into the fitting itself. I'm going to use the sanding machine. And there we have it, you see, nice bit of copper on the end, and now that will fit nicely into there. Lovely. Now I've turned the water off already, because I knew I was going to do it. But then I've opened all the taps on that line to make sure there's no water build up in there. Otherwise, when I open it, when I cut it, I'll get a burst of water all over the place, and I don't want that. Don't get your inserts. If the pipe can squash, it will jump out. Okay, that is the water side of things done. I'm going to turn the water back on and test that side first before I go to the electric. Now like. Very nice. For now, just turn it up there. Okay, now to do the electrical side. First bit of advice I'll give you about electrical: if you're not an electrician, leave it alone, get somebody else to do it. If you want to have a go, well, don't say I showed you how to do it, because I didn't. This is for just general information. What I'm using here is a 1.5mm cable. That is what Triton recommend, and because it's a 3 kilowatt shower. I'm going back to a 13 amp plug top instead of into an isolator, because that's my preference. It's a workshop, as long as it's isolated it doesn't matter. But this side, it must be a 1.5 minimum cable because it's a 3 kilowatt. I'm using triple circular, and it's into trunking surface bonded to the wall. With that connection done, close it off with the cap for the trunking. And there it is. Nice and pretty outer side. I can close that up now and put the plug on the other end. Now before you tighten up, just remember to check the water turned off. The control is facing the off point. Sometimes they do get moved and they'll be facing the wrong way. And you only have to go checking it all back off again if you realise too late. Okay, now we'll put a plug top on that and then we'll test it. Okay, with the plug top on, now it's time for commissioning. And the way we do that is we start off on the water side, don't do the electric yet. Turn the water on. Okay. And run the water through. Make sure we are clear. You see the pressure drops, that's because of the valve inside, allowing it to heat up. But that all looks clear and free. Right, now I can place the sprinkler head. We do that just if there's any debris in there, you've got fine jets in there and it'll clog it up, so you'll get nothing coming out there, back it up and be all horrible. And then we have the sprinkler nice and clean. Okay, now the electric. We'll be having it clipped up there later. For now, let's just get it up there, like that, like it will be. And I'll put some clips on there on. Okay, now we'll right, well there you can see from the stream around me, it's now working. Very simple. The unit itself, you can get them readily available for around £40 a time. Very simple fitting, straight onto a plug top. What can be simpler? And you can have hot water any remote place where you've got electric and running cold water. Right, well, I think that's it for this video. So you've seen where I'm going and what I'm doing, and the next program I think will probably be when the saw actually arrives, which is in about a week's time. So as work permitting, I'll get a video made of that and get it on as soon as I can. Right, well, thanks for joining me again. Hope you've enjoyed it and hope you've learnt something. and I'll see you again later. Bye for now.